Hi all. Right, more blunders, I'm afraid. Martin's hot this week. He's like picking everything up. Man, that's another stupid one. Not as probably stupid as the last one, but could have another major effect, major knock-on effect. If a dice roll goes the wrong way. Now, I've just recreated the position down here because some other things have happened, which, to be honest, if this goes wrong, if this dice roll goes against me, it goes not the way I want it, then I might well have to change what I've just recorded. But we'll see. And I'd rather not have to go through all that because one of the major things that I've probably not really been paying an awful lot of attention to, and there's probably a little I can do about it, but I know I talked about at the beginning of the day and the end of last day that if they get a Bridge Engineers event, the game's over. I'm pretty sure if they, I mean, they've got 7 more cards. No, they've got 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, like I say, some of the things have happened, so that's a bit of a spoiler to be honest there. But I'm trying to avoid showing you other things. But the 6 cards, and still not a, like I say, I think a Bridge Engineer event, because it'll grant them 10 victory points at the end of the victory point check, at the end of the day, and they're on 56 just now. They only need 61. That'll give them 66. So, and I don't think there's anything I can do about that. I'd need to knock the units out of Liège, and I don't think there's any danger of that happening, to be honest. Could I get, well, what did I say, 66? They need 61. So I'd need to get 6 victory points back. I've got four cards left in my hand after. Right, okay, again, I'm probably giving things away a little bit. However, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is I don't want to have to redo some more stuff to find out that they're 6 cards away. One of these 6 cards is going to do it for them. I mean, we've been lucky up to now, but who's to say? Right. Anyway, here's the situation. Martin brought this up. This was back in part 7 as well. I say I have been zooming on with the videos. I can't blame the guys for not trying to keep up, and also for I can't blame them for like trying to tell me my mistakes. I shouldn't be making these mistakes. That was the whole purpose of all this video series. But as we know, it's not easy. It's certainly not easy to avoid making mistakes within this game anyway. Yeah, Martin pointed out we'd drawn this card. This was the last, I think it was a sport card, so it came as another impulse. We were activating 2nd Panzer and Panzerwehr, if you recall. Now all the Panzerwehr units are destroyed, and 2 of the 2nd Panzer units are destroyed, but we had this one 2nd Panzer unit left, number 2. And he's surrounded clearly. So I just thought, right, okay, he can't move via movement method. Well, he can't move. He can't move via any movement method. He's stuck there. And I then discussed about the fact that there's nothing else we can do on the card, and put the card away, and that was it. And like Martin's brought to light, of course, shouldn't there be a combat check? A German attack determination. And I'm like, when he first said it, I thought he was meaning the other guy. I was looking at something else and I thought, no, he's out of supply, can't attack. Low supply, however, as we found out, the units in Liège made an attack the last time, can. So we're going to have a dice roll. Now, as you can see, there's 5 strength in here, and this was actually the town. This is, what is the town? Havelange. So there's 5 strength in there. This is another 5 5, 8 strength, and this is also 5 strength. So this is 2 strength. The terrains that they're in may well not be the same, but the important one is this one, and that's the same terrain as it was in a broken hex. So this is the one he would make the check on. So he's 4 against 2. And I thought, oh no, 2-1 odds. I thought that could possibly happen. But he's got a unit adjacent, so now there was... Well, he can't draw a card, can he? So, hang on. Yeah, I'm just going through the German attack determination again. I think I've maybe found something that maybe could do with some better wording again. Right, there's no reserve units, active reserve units. He's only unit, he's only one himself. Well, here we are. We're down to if the support card shows assault coordination combat tactic. Include all non-active German units adjacent to the defender. Now there's no word in there at all that says this, but this is a low supplied unit, so he wouldn't be able to play. If we had assault coordination in the support card box right now, he wouldn't be able to play that card. So let's just say there was another German unit here and here and here, for instance, then the attack determination is telling you count the numbers up. I mean, we don't have any of that, but I'm just, thinking if there was. So, but I don't think you could bring them in because the support card couldn't be played because he's in low supply. I guess that's what I'm saying. Anyway, there's not, well, I don't know, it's maybe you're just meant to assume that, but the way it talks in that 9.5 German attack determination, maybe there should be mention of, and if the unit is not in a state of low supply, if it can draw a combat tactic, basically, if it can draw, okay, so we've not got that situation, but I was just mentioning it as I was reading that there. So then we've got, like I say, 4-2, which is 2-1. However, we do have now, let's say he's not in a forest, he's not got improved position. He is adjacent to supplied allied unit. So this is what might save us, hopefully. And he's elite actually. So I think we're going to get away with this. So that's 4 against 3 now. And other modifiers don't apply. So it's 4 against 3, so it's only 1-1. Please tell me this isn't going to happen. Yeah, I think we're getting away with this. Because the modifiers are, obviously it's no December 16th, attacking units include elite units and defender has no elite. Well, he is elite, but we're elite as well. It's not an army group card that activated that, and there's no support card, so we're good. So he's only got 1-1 odds, so he can't roll a 0, which is attack. Not a 0. He can't roll. If he rolls a 1, it's not going to go down to a 0. That's the best he can roll is a 1, which is cancel if only defender elite. Oh no. Cancel if only defender elite. No, but he's elite as well. What am I missing now? Yeah. So that means it wouldn't cancel. All the ones above that are 1.5 to 1. What did I say we were? 3 to... Is it 43? That's not, is it? Yeah, no, it's not 1.5 to 1. So... Yeah, so everything from a 2 above is all... The odds aren't in its favour. And like I say, he can't roll, he's not getting a modifier. but a row of 1 is cancel if only defender wheat or only defender armour. And that's not, because he's got elite, he's attacking with elite, so I could still roll a 1. Oh no. Right, well, I'm going to have to do it, so I'll just move down here. Please don't make it a 1, please. Right. Here we go. Fingers crossed. Okay. For a moment there. That 7 looks awful like a 1. There's a 1 there. Ah, okay. Sigh of relief. Yeah, because that would have really... that would have really messed things up. I would have had to redo what I've just done to start with. Saying that, some of that might have been quite nice to redo once you get around to watching it, but you know, I'd rather not be rewinding things. Like I say, Bridge Engineer event kicks off, and I think I'm pretty sure we're done for. So yeah, okay, right. Well, thanks for picking that up, Martin. I appreciate that. Right, we got away with it though. So but no, genuinely, I do appreciate all your comments, and the whole, like I say, the whole point of this is try and make it as clean as possible. I mean, I'm sure there's a few things slipped under the radar, even from the guys that have been making these comments, but well, it's not bad anyway, shall we say. Right, okay, so I can now tag this on at the beginning of the bit that I've just recorded. So you'll not hear me mention any of that, but it should just go as it went. Until I see some other comment with some other mistake. I'm just trying to maybe rush it a bit. And yeah. These simple wee mistakes as well though, that oh yeah, yeah, there's a clumsy, I mean, I should be able to add a comment because I've not actually uploaded the video yet for the next part, for this, well, which will be this part actually. In fact, you know what, that's probably coming up for about 15 minutes, this episode, so that might just be the next part with what I've just recorded. But I get my arithmetic, my adding up goes auto pot. It's a bit of a clumsy sort of impulse. It takes me a long time to make my mind up on things, as you'll see. I go back and forward, and it's probably not the best viewing. And then I get a number wrong. I've got odds of 4 to 1 worked out when they should have been 5 to 1. Would have benefited me. Unfortunately, I've just looked back on all the chits that were drawn in the battle, and there was only one I was concerned about the possibility of, and I might as well just show you this just now. Not that you know what's happening, but you'll probably notice, like I say, I start a combat at odds of what I say is 4 to 1, which is actually should be 5 to 1. Fortunately, there's nothing that changes apart from this was a chit that didn't count, and I wasn't sure what was on the back of it, and it's 6 to 1. I was like, and you know what? See if that had been 5 to 1, even with just with a D1, I would have been happy with that, but. Because I would have been able to change that. But however, so that combat, although like I say, I'll make a wee comment somewhere, whether it's at the beginning of the video or not, or I'll maybe while I'm editing it together, maybe. It's just it's more of a pain that when you're editing it to add wee comments in there. But I suppose it's one of the ones that would be better there that rather than at the beginning as a comment in the YouTube video. It's just easier for me, I guess. I'm just getting a bit lazy now, as you can see with all these daft mistakes. Right, okay, so hopefully, well, that's that mistake sorted until the next one comes along. So I'll set things back up here, get that video uploaded, and then we'll get on to the next impulse. Yeah, whatever that might be. Okay, cheers for now, guys. Hi all. Right, as usual, every Allied impulse I keep talking about deploying these 5th Corps 5th Army Division units. However, you'll see I've got the camera pointed at the British again. There's only 7 cards left in the German command box. However, if I do activate this British Corps, it's unlikely they're going to be drawn any combat tactics unless, of course, I do. Oops, sorry, stuff. You know, there. I suppose there was a possibility going for this guy, and we get to draw a card for that. Or who else was there? Was that somebody else I had in mind? Did they move? They had another 58 Corps unit about, didn't they? And then he moved down to there, and then they didn't get an attack, and he bounced back to the reserve, didn't he? Something like that. I think there was one, or in fact, was he not even just there? I think he might have been. Yeah. However, that does actually let us come in and surround that guy. So, anyway, I'm just got to be a little bit wary about the amount of cards they've got left. We've got 6. I mean, I want to do the 21st Army Group card, activating the British and any unit stacked with that. Now, stacked units. Should I be... They don't need to be from that army. It just says stacked units, doesn't it? Yeah, you choose the corps, you activate the corps, and any units stacked with that, units from that corps become active as well. Right. Well, that's good. Just for a moment there, I thought, oh, maybe they've got to be part of the same corps. Right. Well, no, that wouldn't make any sense. I mean, part of the same army, but that's what I was thinking. But it doesn't say that, so. Right. So I think I can probably do this first. Do the British thing. Yeah. Okay. Right, yeah, I'm going to activate 21st Army Group card. Well, I'm going to play the 21st Army Group card, should I say. And I'm going to activate any one corps. So I'm going to activate the British Corps. And the units are stacked with it. So if you can see, there's 2 18 Corps units there, 1 here. There's 2 here. Oops. Right, he's flipped. They're both reduced actually. The 18 Corps ones. So there's 2 there, bracketed ones. And then there's an 8 Corps unit there. We do have the guy in Hui as well, but I'm pretty sure he's not going to do anything. So, right, here's my thinking. I mean, I do have a reinforced battle, and I was thinking about using that, but you know what? It's a 7 Corps card, and you might say, well, the 7 Corps no finished. And my answer would be, well, yeah, probably they are, but it does have a 3 replacement point option, and I've got a reduce unit. Got a reduce unit there, a dispersed reduce unit there, which I believe is okay to repair, and there's a reduced armoured unit under there. So that wouldn't be a terrible use of that card, because they're in positions that are pretty important. So if I can avoid using this reinforced battle, which I think I can here. The problem might have been I might have wanted to use it with the 3rd army card. Right, okay, let's do this bit first, Grant. Okay, I suppose my one concern is getting this unit involved because he's green. bit reluctant there. Of course, I'm going to have elites in the battle here anyway. So I'm gonna have a go at both these guys. Pretty sure of that. Okay, keep looking and wondering how I'm going to do this. So let's get going with it. Right, this is active. He's going to go 1, 2, breaking zone of control, 3 into there. And then this guy is going to go 1, 2, 3. With 3 steps in there. This guy is going to go 1, 2 into there. So that now there's 6 steps in there. So I get that 5. 10, that's 15, 17. That's 20. And he's a 4 strength unit. So I'm getting 5 to 1 there. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 chip pulls right there, plus the bonus combat. Oh, I was forgetting about the bonus one. I can use reinforced battles there if I want. If I feel the need. Ooh, yeah. Okay. Oh, I wish I hadn't thought about that. I'm going to have to think about it a bit more now. Oh, assault coordination. That could well be my friend. Right, I might rewind a little. Yeah, I'm going to change it up a little bit. So, probably going to leave that guy moved to there, but he came from here. So, my thinking was I was going to bring these guys down just to trap this guy. So, I'm going to do that. Unfortunately, these 2 are bracketed, so I'm going to move them into there. And then now I think I might move him into here though, because that's 3, 6, 9. There's 4 strength in here. Well, an IP, admittedly. I initially thought maybe not go for an attack here, but it's just the fact you're getting the bonus combat tactic. It's more tempting. So that's 9, but I could also bring. I mean, there's already a green unit there. I mean, I know he's not involved yet, but if I use assault coordination, there, that's 12. So I'm getting 4 to 1. Oh, there's so many ways to do this, isn't there? I mean, I could have, yeah. I could have brought the big armoured unit down, maybe. Ooh. Right, I think this is how I'm doing it, so we'll see. But that would be 12. Well, how many chip pools? If I bring in that with assault coordination, they're elites. So 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, sorry, 4 to 1. 1, 2, 3. Don't get chip pools for they 2, but we do get 1 for elite. 4. And 1 for assault coordination would be 5. 3 to 1. It's not amazing, that. Could go wrong a bit. Just going to back this guy up again. So he was in here as well, beside that infantry. Because if assault coordination there, that, right, what we've got around about that now is 20. So we're getting 5 to 1 with that alone. And my guess would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for elite, 7. 1 for the assault coordination, 8. We're still getting 8 combat chits there. Then I could maybe bring this guy down, but I want to see what we've got here, I think. So let's move over to that one. Okay. I'm going to move these 2 in here, I think. So there's 5 strength in there. Another 8. That's 13. and 11 is 24 against 5. If we assault coronation, we get him as well. 27 against 5, so we get 5-1 odds there. Looking at 5-1 odds there, 4-1 odds there, unless I want to involve this guy. But here was my thinking. I could have brought this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into here. Not attack, not use assault coronation, but I've got 16 strength against 4. So we'll get 4-1 odds, and I'll use a different combat tactic. That'd be 1, 2, 3 chip pools, 1 for elites 4, 1 for the 3 steps 5, and 1 for whatever we use. I do have an air power as well, which I could possibly chuck in if I wanted to. So there are probably lots of different ways I could do this, right enough, but you know, could it be that it's not worth doing assault coronation here? I think we had 19 though here, wasn't it? Oh no, was it? No, it must have been 20. That's 11. And 8 is 19. Yeah, I've got 23 there. Yeah. 23 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then he's elite, isn't he? 7 chip pools for elite, and then again another chip pool for whatever we use. Or if you use assault coronation, obviously it brings that guy in as well. Okay, I'm gonna have to settle at that because I could start thinking and moving other things. I started thinking other things there. Like, stop it, Grant. Just go on that. Right. So I'm gonna make 3 attacks. 1 here, 1 here, and I'm gonna go for this guy as well. Which one do we want to do first? I don't know. Well, let's just go for this one, I guess. He's got an IP as well, isn't he? That's the one I'm slightly more worried about. Oh, did we take... Of course, we've not got armour now, have we? Dear. Yeah, because we were going to bring in that 7 strength unit and we decided not to. I can't even get one of these armoured units out and in, can I? No, because it's 4 to move into there. Yeah, that would be the only armoured unit that could get involved. But I think if I do that, it means that this might not happen. Okay, I'm going to change that. So he goes back to here. So I'm going to move him 1, 2, I think that was my original move into there. What I think I'll do though is... Oh, I can't. He's breaking zone of control. Oh, dear me. Okay, I'm going to go with that. I'm going to take it's taking a bit of a chance down here, really. I may well regret this. And maybe should just consider surrounding him, but I think it's just the temptation because you're getting the bonus combat tactic, but I think all I'm going to do with that one is bring this guy in, either with assault coronation or it could just as well be a reinforced battle, really. Oh, he's coming across the river as well. Oh, keep spotting things that I'm missing. That's a river 2 grand. Okay, change of plan. I've got these dice out to calculate what I'm at here. So put this guy back again. I just realised he can come around. So 1, 2, 3, 4 into there. So that is now 10, 13 not coming across the river. And I move this guy down here. And if I assault coordinate or reinforced battle, I'm bringing our 3 in, 16, so that's 41. There was another option to get 3 to 1 and I play as a combat engineer, so could I still do that? Hang on. 7, 10, 13. And him halved across the river would be 14. Yeah. But then we could play, that's one short of that. Play combat engineers, remove the IP. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, it's just one short, isn't it? However, we could have 3 to 1 odds and remove his IP. Okay, how many times have I said it? I think I'm done. So I think we've got, well, that's with assault coordination. We've got 20 strength, so we get 4 to 1. This is without putting a combat tactic yet. We'd get 24. So be as well just adding that guy to get 5 to 1 probably. And this is 14 strength. If I bring this guy in as well, it takes up to 16 because both of them are coming across the river. So that would be 4 to 1. The only downside is I'm not getting armour in this battle, and I thought a bit about it. I think I need to assault coordinate. I thought about tank battalion, but this is extra strength that's required. So that's the downside, but I think I'm going to go for this. Right, let's work out... yeah, let's go for this one first. This is probably the most important one. I'm not so worried about this one. I think the fact he's out of supply, we get extra chip pool, one less hit to us. Right, so let's have a look at it. So all these guys are active. These units aren't active, but, well, I'll tell you now, I'm going to use assault coordination, So that is 5, they're both elite, and they'll draw chits. 8, 9, 10, he obviously won't draw a chit. 13. So then we use assault coordination as a bonus combat tactic. These guys have to join the battle. Put this guy down the bottom actually. So when I say 13, so there's another 5, 18, 20. Yeah, so that's what I said, 20. And this guy's 4. So that's 4 to 1 here. Yeah, and we're using our bonus combat tactic for assault coordination, right? I've done that. So chip pools at the moment we would get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We don't get the 2 bracket units. So that's 6, 1 for elite, 7, 1 for the assault coordination is 8. So that's not bad. The odds I would have liked to have seen 5 to 1, but and I would have preferred to have armour in this battle. I just feel like that could be my downfall. Now, right, so the cards I've got in hand. Let's say that reinforced battle I probably don't want to use. I've got air power that I'll be happy to use in one of these battles, so which one? Right, I think I'm only getting 6 chip pools for this battle down here. which I'm getting. I think I'm getting 8 again from there, so I'm getting 8 for this one. So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, I'm getting 7. I forgot about the 3-step unit. So I'm getting 7. So I would say this is probably the more important battle then. If I'm going to chuck a card in. So the only other thing, the other guy down there gets to draw a card, whereas these don't, but yeah. I don't have armour up there. So I'm going to put air power up there, so that's going to be 9 chip pools, 41 odds. I think so. Okay. So it says he's not in supplies, so he doesn't get to draw a card. He's 2 steps. He's got an IP though. But he is trapped as well, so his first retreat, in fact, yeah, no, just his. Oh, wait a minute. In fact, yeah, if he retreats into here, his next retreat is going to be into a zone of control as well. So, with the IP, we just need D3 to eliminate him. He is elite armour though, and we don't have armour, but we are elite. That just looks like a broken hex, I think. Okay, right, let's do this. So he doesn't get to draw a card. Minimum chip pools of 2, so let's get the 2. Good first chat, poor second chat, and broken one that's going against us. This was actually a large attack. I noticed it first and I thought, oh, that's good, and then turned it over and then realised we had air power, so now that's not a D1, is it? I know it says G1. Or is that does it just mean the same? I don't think I've really thought about this one before. Yeah, no, it does. That counts as a D1, and then that D-1 cancels that out. Yeah, that's right. It's just the reason it's got a G is because it goes towards the Germans. Yeah. There must be a way. There must be a reason why it can't say D1, can it? It's probably quite simple. I'm just not really realising it. Okay, never mind. Right, I'm going all in. I'm wanting all 9. So 7 more to come. This is not good, I don't think. There's too many A's. I'm really getting my butt kicked. Attacker elite there at the end, well, near the end, and then I got a defender elite. Right, let me count up. It might be a decent enough result. I'm not sure. I can't quite. Let me count up. Well, there we go. That is not good. If the dice had been the other way about. Well, to be honest, I can accept I can probably disperse. You know, I've only got 4 cards left in my hand, so I don't mind that, taking 1 hit and dispersing. So I suppose the 3 isn't as bad as it might have been. But just if I got 3 on him. Right, so the first one takes the IP away. And the second one is going to do a hold check. This is one of the ones you kind of want him to retreat. Because he still won't be able to trade supply if he retreats, and he'll take a step loss. Right, so I'm pretty sure it's hold check, isn't it? Yeah, because there's 1 hand, he's got 2 steps. Hang on. No supply, it's just combat tactics, yeah. So, yeah, hold check. So hold value of the hex is nothing. Steps in the unit is 2. So 2. Follow attackers across the river. No. -2 if defending units unable to trace reserve supply. That's correct. So that's 0 down to 0. +2 if all retreat routes would require extra step loss. That is correct. So that's 2. And has he retreated yet? No. So I'm not going to say it. But the whole check's a 2. So 7, good. I didn't want him to get under that. So it's above the whole check. So he retreats. And he's only got 1 hex he can retreat to, and when he does, he's going to take that step loss. There we go. So I think that's about as best as we could have got out of that. So then, yeah, 3 hits for us. Well, I'll clear the chits and dice it the way. We'll have a look. Oh, sorry, did I move? I moved to roll the dice, didn't I? Right, okay, so he was in there. He retreats into here and then takes the step loss down to 1 step, 2 strength. Okay, I'll clear things up there a bit. Okay, so 3 hits, and yeah, I don't think it matters about dispersing, so that is a good thing. So getting an A3 wasn't as bad as I maybe thought, because the other 4 cards in my hand, I'd like to do that 3rd army thing down here, probably deploy the 5th corps, maybe just use the 5th corps card for artillery, and then replace the 7th army, 7 corps units, some replacement points. So at least I can say, well, I've replaced some points in this game. Right, so somebody's got to take a hit. Oh, let me have a look. I've just realised one downside, but maybe some of you noticed that, to dispersing. This guy will be able to make a move. He'll not be surrounded. I mean, he could go into here as well, but I don't see what good that's going to do him. Remember, he's only going to move via movement method 1, isn't it? So there's nothing he could take. For instance, if we didn't have that unit in way, shall we say, he would consider going into that if he could get the movement. I don't know if he's quite got the movement to do that, but however, we've got a unit in there anyway. So, yeah, what I mean is, but there's nowhere he can really go, is there? He's not going to be able to get back into tracing supply. He's going to try and get to a hex from where he can trace supply. Actual fact, he would probably go 1, 2 into here, and then he could trace supply. Well, you know what? I'm not taking 3 hits, so we're just going to have to. That would be annoying. Yeah, that would be annoying. But I'm not going to take 3 hits just to stop that. No. So I think I'm going to take it on this guy. 8 corps. It's not as if they're got loads of things going on, really, is it? I mean, yeah, they get a bucket load of reserves on the 27th, but that's still a bit away yet. Yeah, I'm going to have to take my chances with that. Other possibility is my next impulse, I could move. I've got the 7 corps card. I know I said I was going to replace some points, but if I felt like it was going to bother me that much that guy could get back into supply, I could do the old look through the cards in the discard pile, but that's apparently not allowed if you're from my part of the world. just to see if the 47 core, I've still got something doing. Right, okay, I'm just gonna do that. I'm just taking the one hit. I'm going to disperse all the units. I'll not bore you with that. Okay, there's the guys, all dispersed. Not a pretty sight, but yeah. Right, so it's still 2 attacks to look at. So why don't we have a look at this one next? So we have ten, 13, not across the river. And then, yeah, we have to use, well, it's either Cooper Reinforced Battle or I'll just say it's Assault Coronation again. So he's going to come in as well. So we've got 13 and then 6 halved. So we've got 16 and he's got 4 strength. And he's got an IP. So again, it's not brilliant. That's us use this bonus combat tactic. I think that's all we're getting this time. So I think we worked. I hope we've still getting 7 chip pools. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 for the 3-step units 5. 1 for elite 6. 1 for the assault coronation 7. Yeah. And what did I say? Did I say we were 4-1? Yeah. 4-1. And the large attack. 7 chip pools. Okay, now this time he does get to draw a card. He won't get a defender. There is a unit that bounced back to the reserves mine, but he wouldn't be able to trace reserve supply. But so it's just going to be for combat tactic here. So as usual, this is one you want reinforced battle or one of the attacky ones. Right, here we go. Press the attack. Oh, that'll do. Well, there's one of the fuel priority events. So. Yeah, that'll do. That's only on attack as well, isn't it? To give you an extra, that just gives you an extra chip pool, which I'm all for actually, if it's allowed. Press attack, attacker only. I'm good at drawing them, eh? Martin's shaking his head again. Okay, so nothing doing for the Germans there. So it's going to have a minimum of 3 this time, isn't it? Yeah, minimum of 3. The downside is we've got green units in the attack, and they've got elite in defence. So I'll get the 3 first. Well, it was a horrible starting one. The woods are coming back to haunt me. However, our next 2 were brilliant. Well, I'm obviously going to a large attack. I mean, I need to draw a 7 to get that, by the way. So that's not a. Back of that was allied air power. So, and then this was 7-1. I was hopeful at the back it might be something, and we got flank attack, and he's not in a town. So all is good. So we're sitting at D1, but I do need to go to 7 to get that D1 anyway. So there's no choice this time. So I'll get the other 4. Oh, I've used this on the wrong combat. That should have been on either the last combat or the one we're just about to do, the third combat. 2 dispersed unsupplied. This guy's obviously fine. He's not got a defender adjacent, fortunately. That was the next 3 chits that we drew. Fortunately, we finished off with a blue chit with an allied attack, so at least that's something. Because I was only sitting at D1 there, so I think it's D2. That's the 7 chits. Yeah. Yeah, it's not brilliant, really, is it? But no hits to us this time. So first hit takes away the IP, so he's only got 1 hit to take. Again, he's going to do hold check. He's in a 3 hex this time. He's 3 steps, so that's 6. 6. Where are we? If all attackers across the river, that's not the case. Not all If defending units unable to trace reserve supply, yes, so that's a -2, that takes it down to 4, but if all retreat routes would require an extra step loss, that is the case, that's going to take it back up to 6 again. And then Poshreath have already retreated, no. So we're sitting at a 6. To be honest, I'm not really bothered. I suppose we're still going to have him trapped because he's going to retreat into here, I think. And he is still, well, he's not surrounded, but I don't think he'll not be able to trace supply. However, it does mean he can make a move, so. Okay, so what did I say? 6. Right. Let's swing up here and roll the dice. That's a 5, so it is less than the 6. So that means he sits where he is, isn't it? If less than, apply a step loss. Yeah. So he is going to stay put. Yeah, I think probably I'm happier with that. He would have been in that forest. So, and he takes it on the 2-step unit, is that right? Sorry, swing down again. Yeah, so obviously he's going to take it on the 2-step unit, or the other guy will go away. So, yeah, so, oops, right, they're both reduced. So 3 strength, 2 steps. And, yeah, that's that one. So, one more to go. I'll move things up a bit. Okay, so the final of the combats. Well, these guys are coming in anyway, so he's going to drop his IP. That's 8. I'm not for sure what I think this is the one. I'm not sure what combat tactic I'm going to use. 8, and then these guys are another 11, so that's 19. 19, and then 22, 24. Yeah, if I want to get to 25, really, he's 5. So what am I, 24 just now? 24 to 5, so that's 4 to 1, isn't it? 4 to 1 at the moment. I've got that bonus combat tactic still to consider. Chip pools 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 for a week, 7. 1 for the out of supplies, 8. And we've still got the bonus combat tactic. So I think we bring the other unit in, we get an extra, we go up to 5 to 1, don't we? And an extra chip pool. I don't think we can probably get any better than that, really, can we? Well, we could stay at 4 to 1, add artillery, or air power. I think tank battalion actually takes me, because what did I say, it was 24 to 5, wasn't it? So I only need 1 point, but yeah, it's not really. And reinforced battle, it's just the same, isn't it? Yeah, I might as well just bring another unit in, I think. I know what will happen. There'll be air power and artillery chips drawn. But that one at least, okay, it does lose his IP, but so we just play it for assault coordination then, and then that guy comes in, makes 27 to 5, so it's 5 to 1 odds, and right, I didn't count the combat tactic either, did I? So it goes from 8 chip pools, 1 for the unit, 9, 1 for the combat tactic is 10, I think. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1 for elites 8, 1 for the supplies 9, 1 for the combat tactics 10. Yeah. So 5 to 1, 10 chip pools. He can't play a card, So it's a minimum of 2. Let's get the 2. Okay, 1 good, 1 bad. It's in a town, so we don't get the flank. But remember, we do get to disregard 1 hit, so I'm just going to go to 10. Let's see. There's very few times you do take less, really, isn't there? I think I mentioned this quite recently as well. But yeah, I think the fact we've got 1, we can take 1 hit. I mean, yeah, we could end up with more than 1, I suppose. But right, I'm getting 8 more chits. Yeah, I should be happy. I'm just annoyed at getting this other A1 hit, because it means I think we're taking 1 hit. And I finished with a woods chit there as well. But well, is it enough to take him out? I think it probably is. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's enough. Out of supply. If mechanised may move only 1 hex. Now, I think I've made the mistake with this one before. Because looking at that, it says it may move only 1 hex. That means move, it doesn't mean retreat. So, as far as I'm aware, it can still retreat 2 hexes. I think I maybe even asked, and Martin said that he felt like it should be able to, it's just the move side of it. Okay, so however, we've got 5 hit, D5, we've got 2 hits on ourselves, unfortunately. So, a 5's greater than 2, so he's going to retreat. Well, is it enough to kill him right now? Retreat. Yeah, it is, isn't it? I don't even need to look, because in his first retreat, he's actually going to take a step loss. So, well, he's in a town. He is in a town. Yeah, sorry, almost forgot about that. So the first one would take it down, but 4's enough. Yeah, retreat, step loss. Okay, he's gone. Well, it's still German town. So another one, the 47th fall. Good stuff. Right, let's say, unfortunately, well, we've got 2 hits to ourselves, but remember, because he was out of supply, we get to reduce that to 1. But yeah, we do have to take that 1, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to take it on this armoured unit here. He drops from a 3 to a 2. That's not too bad. He's just armour to armour as well. So, okay, so that's our hit, and well, let's check for advance after combat. Right, I'm going to advance the 2 armoured units into the town, and then second advance into there, I think. Oh, I take that town back. And yeah, I don't see why not. We'll bring these infantry units in as well. Okay, and that'll be that. So we activated the British Corps, we activated the 18 Corps, we activated 8 Corps. 5th Corps, I think, was just brought in by Assault Coordination, wasn't it? But none of the... Yeah, the only possible corps I could activate with the cards I got left are 5th Corps. Although I do have that 3rd Army card, so my guess would be if any 3rd Army units were stacked with any of the units, and I wanted to try and use that next turn, they wouldn't activate. But I don't think it's something we need to be looking at. So everyone had a move though. I believe that this was the only, whoops, like that, was about. The guy in Hui, the British unit, but every other unit made a move. So, yeah, a bit of a mixed bag of results. It wasn't awful, but probably could have been slightly better. This situation, not great, and this wasn't brilliant, but it's okay. And I mean, to be honest, I did expect to take that guy out. So, Yeah, well. Right, okay, I'm going to pause for now, guys. I'm going to have to get something to eat, I think. Um, might might record a bit later, maybe. But if not, want to get this day finished anyway, so I'll be back with a German impulse soon. Okay, cheers.